Did you actually know if you don't set up your business properly the first time, you can risk losing the family home? So all those years that you've had to put money away and save, you could actually lose everything. So the purpose of these videos is to give you 3 key things so that you understand exactly whether or not you should be in business, how you should actually do business, and whether or not this is right for you. Because I tell you what, if you get it wrong, it's dire consequences for you and your family. If you think this is for you, put your name and email address and we'll get back to you with some really good education and you can work out whether or not running a business is for you. I'm Andrew Jeffers and we help hundreds of people do this on a day-to-day basis. It's simple for us because we know what we're doing. But for you guys, you really need to understand the importance of getting things right from the very start. So the first thing you really need to understand is whether or not you should be in business. Now, there's a lot of people with great ideas. And the problem is with most people in Australia who want to start their own business, they don't adequately plan. So before you even get onto this site, which tells you about getting your Australian business number, you really need to have a really good look at yourself and ask yourself, is this business going to make me money? Is it worth leaving my current job? And do I have the finances behind me to make sure that I can give it a decent crack? After you've realised whether or not the business is for you, you have to work out what the best structure is. There's many different types, but basically it goes down to, do you be a sole trader, which is also commonly called an ABN? Do you have a company? Do you run a partnership? Or do you have a trust? Now there's various different ways in which to protect yourself in terms of your asset protection that we spoke about before. And there's also other ways in which to run it for tax purposes. You need to get some solid advice. After you've realised the structure that you're going to set up, you need to register for your taxes and you need to register for your business number. Now the videos, if this is for you and now you've decided that this is the business that you want to do, the videos will show you how to go and get your Australian business number. But there's some really key important things you need to know. You won't be aware of this because you're just starting your business, but if you don't fill out the paperwork for the tax department now, you can get fined. And the fines have increased by 400%, over 400%. Why is this important to you? It's important because it all becomes necessary when you originally start the business. If you are going to earn under $75,000, you only need to register once at the end of the year to do your activity statement. If you do this incorrectly from the start and you fail to do your returns, you could end up with $10,000 worth of fines and penalties by the end of your first year, even if you haven't even started the business. So I can't stress to you how important it is to get this done right at the very beginning. So what I'd ask you to do is, if you fill out the details over here on the box, it'll allow us to keep in contact with you. Now, if you're ready to start your business now, fantastic. Get the education that we've got provided for you and get yourself set up properly. If not ready today, give us your details and then we can make sure we keep in contact with you and you can still benefit from the sort of education we're going to give you, so the time you're ready, you know exactly what to do.